Hey guys, it's Tom Cook. Oh, I just gave out my last name on the internet. Big mistake. Oh well. This is Tom. It's I have no idea what night it is. It's Monday night. Monday Night Football. It's Monday night, a little before 9 o'clock Eastern. We have a SOMIFA 28 quarterfinal playoff game between Michael Reeves' 11-5 Buccaneers and the number one seed Joe Hamrahi, also known as Joe the Hammer. Those Dallas Cowboys were 14-2. So winners make the semifinals and make the Final Four. This is the first year of SOMIFA 28, a 28-team league that otherwise plays by the SOMIFA league rules. Average defense, but Dallas gets the good pass defense here in the playoffs because they have the higher seed. Super Bowl is neutral site. But all the other games, the home team gets the good pass defense as a home field advantage. We already have Nathan Baylor's Rams, Paul Michaewicz's Chargers, and Bradley Miller or Brad Lane. I think it's Bradley Miller. Bradley Miller's Patriots, who beat us, Dennis and I on the GM. Dennis was coaching in 22-21 in the quarterfinals. So it's going to be the winner of this game with Paul Michaewicz, Nathan Baylor, and Bradley in the Final Four as we get ready to wrap up SOMIFA 28 here. Maybe one of the last of the fall leagues that is still playing. And see, Dennis, I turned off my sound. Dennis hates the sound in the game. But then I couldn't tell what was going on. I wasn't paying attention. I missed a kickoff. It was a touchback. I don't know who won the toss, but the Buccaneers got the ball first. So Dallas will get it to start the second half. Tampa Bay's got Andrew Luck at quarterback with Rob Kelly and there's someone else in the backfield. Mike Wallace and Jordan Matthews, the wideouts, the offensive line, not that great. Antonio Gates, a blocking back. Steven Anderson, not a very good tight end. So Tampa Bay, probably more of a defensive team. So linebacker to Rob Kelly. Joe gets his pass. It's guessed wrong for 2 yards for Mr. Kelly. He's got a decent rushing card. Joe's defense was pretty good against the pass in the regular season. So you think maybe you want to try and keep it on the ground against him. Oftentimes that's an indication of a guy who just doesn't want to guess run a lot. On the other hand, going 14-2, we had to lead a lot late in games. So guys were throwing more often into guess right coverage late in games. Michael only got one blocker, better than a 4 on the offensive line. That's a left tackle, Marcus Cannon. There's a 6'5". 4-5, 4-5, 0-5, 4-5. So no 7s. Linebacker for Rob Kelly. But again, it's a 28-team league inaugural season. Linebacker Rob Kelly got wrong, but center plus 12 plus 4. White die 6. Could not make the block. Sets up a 3rd and 4. Inaugural season. So the talent very spread out. A couple of guys made more of a concerted effort to go for the year. I think Joe the Hammer is one of those. Nathan Baylor, I think, is another. I think Nathan sees an excellent opportunity to maybe get to and win the Super Bowl this year. He was the 3 seed. We've had in the quarterfinal round the number 2 and 3 seeds advanced, and then the 4-5 game, we were the 4 seed, Seattle, and we lost. But it has not been the type of upset fest that we saw in regular SOMIFA for this year, and then even in autumn wind. You had 3rd and 4 now. Theo Riddick checks in for Tampa Bay, the good receiving back. Joe's defensive line goes 6-6, 4-5. He plays a 4-3. He goes 4-4-4 at linebacker, 5-5, 4-5 at secondary. So you want to run to your left, his right. You can throw flat passes and beat him there. There's a looking pass to Antonio Gates. Defense gets his pass, but it's complete for 7 yards and a first down. So Joe's team, I think, is a little more offensive oriented. I mean, the defense isn't bad. They did well during this season. But that 4-4-4 linebacker group can be picked on. So I think you'd expect Michael to throw a lot of flat passes here. Also good for the old ball control. When the other guy has Matt Ryan with that great card from the Falcons, made the Super Bowl now more than a year ago. Certainly would like to keep the ball out of their hands. He can run it off tackle left with that 6 blocker against the 4. Flat pass right to Jordan Matthews. Completion for 2 yards to the defense's card. Now, I know Joe has got Olivia Vernon at left end, I believe, is a 6'9". And Gerald McCoy is a 6'9" at left tackle. Right tackle 4-0. Right in 5-4. Flat pass right to Jordan Matthews. Joe gets his pass, blitzes one linebacker, brings the safety up to the looking zone. Defender X -4 or -2. And Byron Maxwell's a 5, so Jordan Matthews stuffed for a 4-yard loss, brings up a 3rd and 12 for the Buccaneers. Three wide, one halfback shotgun formation. Long pass, Mike Wallace being double teamed successfully. And incomplete on the defense's card, on the quarterback's card, rather. That would have been a must run, guessed right. So good job by Joe Hamrahi with the double team. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's another reason to just call him Joe the Hammer. Plus, it's a great nickname. 4th and 12 for Tampa Bay. Jeff Locke on the punt, a 45-yard punt down to near the 20 for Jalen Richard, the running back from the NFL's Raiders, still in Oakland. And a 6-yard return. Not a great return game here for Dallas. I quickly clicked over the team, both teams, right before the game started. Did not get a chance to look at Michael's special teams. Joe's got Matt Ryan at quarterback. Michael said that the regular season when they played, he was destroyed. He could not stop the Dallas offense. Now, what was the score of that game? Let's try and take a look here. It was 31-17, so not as bad as Michael made it out to me. But Second and 5. Michael's an interesting. We all have interesting ways of looking at things. Michael's, very optimistic and very scrappy, and I'm gonna get in there and do my best. But also, he's ready to take some blame, maybe overly negative when things don't go well. Sometimes to say, I should have done X, Y, or Z. But it's interesting. We all have different personalities. Linebacker Devonta Freeman gets wrong, 3-yard gain. But also very interested in improving, and he has done well, particularly for a young online. I don't know how young he is, but he's young. He looks younger than Dennis and I. He's got way more hair than either of us put together. Of course, I could see just me because Dennis has no hair. But 3rd and 2. But I think that's partially voluntary. 3rd and 2 for the Cowboys at their own 33. Michael plays a 4-3 that goes 5-5-5-5 at the defensive line, 5-6-5 at linebacker. So he's equipped to maybe do a long pass to Willie Snead. Guess right, no men, complete for 27 yards at a first down. It looked like a lot of flat passing from the Cowboys during the regular season. Matt Ryan completed 66.7% of his passes, and they threw 570 times, ran the ball under 400 times. Willie Snead was the only receiver over 1,000 yards, and the only one with kind of a good average. So I think he's the downfield guy that Joe likes to look to. And dump-offs might also be a big factor for the Cowboys. Short pass to Dennis Pitta. Defense calls run. And guess wrong. It's 12 yards and a first down for Ryan to Pitta. And just like that, the Cowboys at the Tampa Bay 28. This is a great call by Matt Ryan. 21 short pass right completions. Joe's got a 5-7 left tackle. Short pass, Dennis Pitta gets right with 3 men. 13 yards. Another first down from Ryan DePitta. Cowboys kind of effortlessly moving down the field on this drive. Their first of the game. 5-7 left tackle, 4-4 left guard. 6-7 center. 5-7 right guard. So he has this 5-7 right tackle. 7 everywhere except for left guard. So he's going to throw a lot of short passes, especially with Michael having good linebackers, 5-6-5, and the dump off will help him out a great deal. Left tackle right to Freeman gets wrong, 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7 from the 12. It's going to be hard for Michael to stop this offense. When if you have Matt Ryan's card and you have 4-7 to the offensive line, it's going to be hard for anybody to stop you. We saw that in San Diego when TJ had Tom Brady and all those 7s. Short pass, Willie Steen, defender extra short gain, incomplete. Jonathan Joseph, the 5, makes the play. So Michael hoping to hold Joe to a field goal here, which would be huge. Michael feels like he's the underdog. He is the underdog, but I think the pass blocking situation is what is a main reason why. I don't know what kind of pass rush Michael has. You better have a good one if you just start free safety blitzing Matt Ryan's card. You're in a tough spot when you play the great quarterback card with all 7s and you don't have much pass rush and using the average pass defense cards. 3rd and 7 for the Cowboys at the Tampa Bay 12. Joe goes 3 wide, 1 halfback. Willie Steen is the 3rd wide receiver. Cole Beasley and Michael Crabtree are the starting receivers on the outside. Not the starting, but the wide receiver and flanker on the outside. Short pass to Beasley, coming by 5. 11 yards and a first down. There was a dump off there. 6 on the wide tie, 4 and a 0-0. Free safety blitz there would have actually worked well, but you can't expect to get the 6. And Freeman is even a 4. So it's not like you have a bad, horrible pass blocking matchup. Although 4 versus 10 is not going to do a lot. But Michael was double teaming at least one spot, and I guess that's the way to go. You got to double team and hope you don't get hit with the dump off. But now Joe's got a 1st and goal at the Tampa Bay 1. Blocking back formation. Freeman's the halfback. Jay Prosh, the blocking back. Short pass to Michael Crabtree. Defense against his run. 13-yard completion. Touchdown. I was daydreaming about something else. Touchdown from Matt Ryan and Michael Crabtree. Ryan 5 of 6 for 64 yards on that drive and the touchdown. Joe goes up 6-0. Chris Boswell makes it 7. He's 2-12. And just like that, the number 1 seed, Dallas Cowboys, coached by Joe Hamrahi, have a 7-0 lead on Tampa Bay. Kick goes deep into the end zone for Alex Erickson, who's got a fine return call, but this will probably be downed, even though Dallas's opponent here is not that great. It is down. It's like plus 32, plus 30 for Dallas, but even those 2 results get you short of the 25. And Erickson's card is pretty good, but a lot of 25, 26-year-old returns more so than something outlandish. So the Buccaneers come out for the 2nd time today. Flat pass right to Jordan Matthews. Defense calls pass. It's complete for 7 yards on Luck's card. And we should see a lot of flat passing here from Michael. Even though you think of Luck as more of a downfield guy. And his flat pass card's not bad, though. Flat pass, maybe some off tackles here running at this 4. Maybe some short passing mixed in. Flat pass left to Antonio Gates throwing at the 4. Receiver gets right, 6 yards and a first down. We saw, of course, in the SOMIFA Super Bowl how Dale Ripley was so effective. Indeed, the entire postseason from his 4 wide formation, throwing a lot of flat passes and running. And you might see this. Let's see if Michael takes a cue from Dale and goes with that approach. It doesn't have to go 3 wide, but off tackle left to Kelly, running behind the 6. There you go. 8 is 10 yards and a first down. So Michael's got his team up by midfield now. This will be a tough break for This will be a tough break for this is a tough break for Michael next year with Andrew Luck. Of course, I have him on 2 of my teams. And we're left with theoretic defensive -2 +3. I'm really down to only 3 keeper teams. I mean, so me for 28, I do GM for Dennis. It's different, I think, when you have your own team. Then it's like, well, this is my team. You know, if it's a little different. Maybe that'll change over as time goes by. We'll see. But anyway, I have only 3 teams left. I left SOMIFA on my own, and 2 of those have Andrew Luck at quarterback. So I'll probably take a year off with both of those teams next year. Well, certainly the AW team, which is just not that good. I have not done a good job with that team. 2nd and 12 for Tampa Bay at their own 46. Off tackle left to Kelly. There you go. 10 yards and not a first down, of course, but 10 yards on the 8 roll on the defense gives you 3rd and 2 for Tampa Bay at the Dallas 44. They're in Cowboy territory. And a bit of no man's land here. So let's see if Michael employs the thinking that I'm a little far away from punting, and I'm facing a Matt Ryan team that I had trouble stopping in the regular season and on the first drive tonight. So if I end up with 4th and 1 or 2 or 3 even or 4, maybe I'll go for it. Let's see. On the other hand, Michael views his team as a defensive team. Could be a spot for a tricky bomb or down for a short pass. Looking past Antonio Gates, nobody there. Defense gets the pass, and it's guessed right in Luck's guard because there were 5 men on the line of scrimmage, but a 5-yard completion. Now, Joe has been bringing that middle linebacker up to linebuck because normally Michael likes to run the linebuck with Rob Kelly, but Michael's been running off tackle behind the 6 against the 4. So let's see if Joe adjusts, and instead of going into the linebacker zone, starts over that linebacker into off tackle. Off tackle left for theoretic. 6-yard gain, guess wrong, makes the 2nd and 4. And Riddick can get you a few yards, guess wrong, nothing too bad. Short pass, Jordan Matthews. Defense gets his pass, guess right, 12 yards and a first down. Andrew Luck to Jordan Matthews. Luck 7 of 8, only 35 yards, but still, on this drive, they're moving the chains. The Buccaneers are down to Dallas 21. Michael badly wants this touchdown, I'm sure. And again, I keep forgetting that Joe is the good pass defense guard. Another reason maybe to throw the flats as opposed to the short and long passes. Don't want to risk the higher interception numbers off tackle left to Kelly. Joe keeps feeding that linebacker to linebacker. Not realizing that Michael's playing the matchup there, and he gets it there off offensive tackle +4, +1. Marcus Canada's a 6, so he makes the block. 5 carries, 30 yards for Kelly. We saw Riddick with 1 for 6. That middle linebacker is a 45-8. So that 5 is very handy against the run. Left linebacker is a 10. So Joe's got some pass rush options, particularly if you get into a 3rd and long situation. Linebacker to Rob Kelly. And this time Joe catches him on it. Michael gets his own card, 11 +2. Joe gets past and brought Hodges up into the linebacker zone. Michael's trying not to be too obvious with the off tackle. And Kelly's linebacker card looks like it's probably a little better than his off tackle card. Third down and 4. For Tampa at the Dallas 15. Off tackle right for Rob Kelly. Offensive onside tackle +4, +1. Only a gain of 1. He should have run the other way behind the 6. That would have been a first down. Instead, he got 4th and 3. And Van Venteri comes out for the field goal. You don't want to be too obvious, but... And he misses. The field goal kick is blocked. It was 2-10, good field goal. The kick is blocked. I think he had one blocked last game as well. Tough break from Michael there. You're already the underdog. You ran behind the weaker offensive tackle and didn't get the first down. Trying to mix it up and not be too obvious. And then you miss the 2-10 field goal from like the 12-yard line. It's blocked. Instead of 7-3, which would have already been disappointing somewhat, now it's still 7-0. You have to try and stop this high-powered Cowboys offense. The Matt Ryan, it's really moved the chains machine more than a big play machine. But Devonta Freeman just ran up the middle for 12 yards and a first down behind Rodney Hudson, the center, 6'7", and we're in the second quarter. Michael has to be kicking the dirt after that blocked field goal. Left tackle right for Devonta Freeman. And Michael gets a taste of his own medicine, 8+10, right back at the Buccaneers. As Michael hit that a couple of times against Joe with Rob Kelly against the Cowboy defense. Freeman's got 5 carries, 33 yards. Freeman's got a pretty decent linebacker off tackle card. Flat pass right to Freeman. Gets right, 7 yards from Ryan and Freeman, 2nd down and 3. Freeman certainly gives you the element of flat pass receiving. Good NFL player on one of my strat teams. 2nd and 3 for Dallas. As they're at the Tampa Bay 45. Flat pass right to Nespeta. Defense guesses wrong. Short gain, 14 yards and a first down. Peters got 3 catches for 39 yards. That was a 3 on the quarterback score, so it would have been a short gain, right or wrong. And Dallas just, again, easily moving down the field. They're at the Tampa Bay 31, just like that. And it's not big plays. It's, short gain, 11 yards, 13 yards, 8 yards. Short pass, Michael Crabtree, 4-man, incomplete. Michael brought his safety up into the short pass zone that time. And we have a 2nd and 10. Michael brings in the right tackle 0, which is only a 2, which is not a good idea. Let's tackle right to Devonta Freeman. Guessed right, a 2-yard gain. And Freeman's got some numbers on the edges. Guessed wrong, that would have also been only 2 yards. Okay. 3rd and 8 for Joe. He's got a pretty decent kicker, unless you're doing the 33 to the 37. And with Ryan in there, 3rd and 8, will Joe play conservatively, throw a flat pass, and make sure he gets a good field goal opportunity to go up 10-0 on a team that he's favored over? Or will you say, look, I got Matt Ryan, I got this great offensive line, I'm going to throw a short pass, maybe get a completion of my card or a dump off? Third down and 8. Michael taking his time down the defensive side. Short pass to Michael Crabtree. Single coverage against the 5. Receiver gets right, 11 yards. First down. Cowboys down at the Tampa Bay 18. I think someone just joined our broadcast. It's Dennis Crowley. Are you there, Dennis? Just listening, or your microphone is muted?
I am driving on the freeway, so try to make sure you tailor your broadcast to us radio play-by-play guys.
Do you mean description? Do you mean I'm going driving on the freeway of
That's
love?
It.
Are you in a pink Cadillac?
Exactly. And the silver Honda Civic.
All right. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. For our radio audience at the Tampa Bay 18 on the Westwood One network. Maybe not. On the SOMIFA YouTube network. Long pass Michael Crabtree from the 18. Whoa. Joe the Hammer incomplete with 2 men in zone. On 1st and 10, Joe the Hammer throwing a long pass for the Tampa Bay 18. You may need to recheck the rule book there, unless he clicked the wrong zone. I know Matt Ryan's got a real good card, guess right, but that's not a very good idea. It's automatic 2 men in zone.
New coach, not understanding the rules. That's all.
Well, he's 14-2 as a new coach, and possibly making the semifinals if he can beat Michael here, and he's already up 7-0. 2nd down and 10. Dennis, did you win the 79 game?
1989. Yes, I did.
Flat pass left to Devonta Freeman. Guess right. 12 incomplete. Congratulations to Dennis on another championship. Ho hum.
1989 New York Giants 25. 1989 Kansas City Chiefs 0.
Ooh, was that Dale Ripley?
Dale Van Deven.
Oh, the DVD, Captain Blu-ray. 3rd and 10 for the Cowboys at the Tampa Bay 18. 3 wide, 1 halfback formation, shotgun. Joe threw a short pass last time. He had a 3rd and long. Joe's got 4-7 to the offensive line. Very tough for Michael to penetrate that. Michael stays 4-3 inside the 20. Okay. See if we get some linebacker double teaming down the field. Here might be a good idea. Joe with Matt Ryan's card, and the 7 has not shown a penchant for throwing any flat passes on 3rd and long. Michael trying to get one good call here. He's taking his time with the defensive call. A big 3rd and 10. Wants to keep it at 10-0. Michael had a field goal attempt blocked. A 2-10 kick from about the 12-yard line of the Buccaneers on his last possession. Otherwise, it would only be 7-3. And we have a defensive timeout. Okay. Michael really didn't like it. Well, Michael's going to switch up and go 3-3-5. He's got a 4 covering the tight end, Dennis Pitta, and the 3rd receiver, Willie Snead. Ryan, 8 for 12, 96 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Had a very good regular season for the Cowboys. 66.7, completed 30 touchdowns. I think maybe 13 picks, something like that. I looked at the stats briefly before this one. And it's a short pass to Cole Beasley, true double team by Byron Jones. Right on the money, incomplete on the receiver's double team column. Would have been a 1st down, guess right. So good call by Michael there. Good double team. And Joe the Hammer's going to try the 35-yard field goal with Chris Boswell. 2-10 is good. 10-0 Cowboys. 9:36 to go in the first half. Nathan, Paul, and Brad waiting in the wings. And a kick deep in the end zone for Alex Erickson again. 9 yards deep. And Michael wisely takes a knee again. He had a good drive last time. During the off-tackle left, Rob Kelly, it's a flat passes mixed in an occasional short pass from Andrew Luck. Let's see if he can stay patient here. He goes 3 wide with Robert Woods. Probably was watching Dennis and Dale do well, says, I'm going to try, but you're moving the ball well the other way. Flat pass left, Antonio Gates. Defense stays home. Wide die 6, 20 yards and a big 1st down from Andrew Luck to Antonio Gates. And the Bucs have a 1st and 10 at their own 45. Luck 8 of 9, only 55 yards. There's been a lot of flat passing. And with Dennis just joining us, I might be repeating some things. Why wouldn't you flat pass? Joe goes 4-4-4 at linebacker. And now you got Robert Woods and Mike Wallace, each covered by 4s. Off tackle left to Rob Kelly. No linebackers there. Guessed right, a loss of 2. Not quite Spencer Ware or Jordan Howard running from the 3 or 4 wide in this matchup, as Rob Kelly's guess right column not particularly strong. Didn't have the strongest guess wrong column. Actually, it's not bad, though. It's not bad. That was just kind of a snarky remark. Blocking back this time for Michael. Short pass, Antonio Gates. Defense double teaming elsewhere. Only 3 men there. Dump off is good for 10 yards. Sets up a 3rd down and 2. There was no asterisk rusher. There is no asterisk rusher on his team, meaning Dallas. Many, many teams and many, many very good teams have no asterisk rusher. 3rd and 2 for the Bucs, the Dallas 47. The down 10-0, 7:48 to go in the second quarter. Alias the first half. Not alias, but I should say also the first half. So let's see if Michael considers this 4-down territory. And he's hoping he doesn't have to find out once he converts this 3rd and 2. Let's make a 3-down territory and then a 1st down for me. Even better than 4-down territory. Flat pass right, Jordan Matthews. Defense double teaming elsewhere. Linebackers only a 4. Defender X -4 or -2. For the second time, Byron Maxwell stuffs Matthews for a 4-yard loss. Exactly what Michael couldn't afford. Those defender -4, -2s, and -1 and +3s, but especially the -4, -2 on the defense 10 is a real killer. Even snake eyes -3 or +4. You're running your stupid little flat pass on 1st and 10, and bang, you lose a lot of yardage. So now 4th and 6, pushed back to his own end. Michael will surely punt it, and he does. And that kick goes down inside the 10 and bounces into the end zone. Touchback for the Cowboys, who take over from their own 20, 1st and 10, 6:54 to go. Michael's got to try and stop this Cowboy attack. He's had a hard time doing it so far. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. Short pass, Dennis Pitta gets wrong. Picked off 2-4, 11-12. The defense picked off by Tampa Bay at the Dallas 35. Surely Michael will try to run this back, and he's running towards the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Honey Badger, who makes the big plays. It was a short pass, guessed wrong. 3 men on the average defense. Picked off 2-4, 11-12. It was picked off on 11. And the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, ran it back 35 yards. Touchdown Bucks. Extra point good, 10-7. They are back in the game. Said you got to stop the Cowboys. That's better than stopping them. It's a defensive touchdown. Fortunate roll for Michael there, certainly. He had an unfortunate one on the blocked field goal attempt and on the 3rd and 2 play, but I think this just made up for it here. Because now he trails 10-7. The Cowboys get the ball back after a touchback. Angry Joe Humrahi now on the sidelines. Only one guy in this defense is not a 5 or a 6. That's a strong safety. That's right. Devonta Freeman, short game wrong. 17. Michael's guessing a little too much run here. If you look at the stats, this team threw the ball almost 600 times. They ran the ball under 400 times. They have Matt Ryan. And Devonta Freeman can do some things. He's not bad. And the run blocking is good, but this is not a run-first team. Ryan's get 15 pass attempts here midway through the 2nd quarter. Short pass, Willie Snead, defense double teaming elsewhere. Incomplete. There you go. That would have been a receiver reading, guessed wrong. I know you don't want to concede the run completely, but Michael's probably calling a little too much run on defense, just a little too much. 2nd down and 10 for the Cowboys at their own 42. And Michael goes to an illegal formation. And it looks like no one's going to realize it. As it's blocking back, halfback for the offense, nickel 3-3-5 for the defense. Now, Dennis, a regular SOMIFA, and Ed has told us not to pipe anything in during the game. Should I point out if after this play that Michael should? No, Michael realizes he's an illegal defense and calls a timeout, a 2nd timeout of the 1st half with 5:42 to go. So that's not good. And now we have the blocking back, halfback versus a 4-3. The Honey Badger, the only 4 in the defense who made the interception return for a touchdown. Of course, you have 4 defenders. We'll get more interceptions. Going to get thrown at more often usually. Short pass, Willie Snead, 4-man in zone, but Matt Ryan on that card, plus 13 on 7. 21 units of completion. 4, 6, 7, 9, and 10. 7, of course, is right, wrong, and double teamed, as is 9. 10 units of double team completion is pretty nice. A lot of guys have 12, guessed right. 1st and 10 for Dallas at the Tampa Bay 45 now. Ryan trying to overcome that interception, that pick 6 on his last drive and give his team some more points. Preferably a touchdown to put the Cowboys up by more than to make it a 2-score game. Off second right to Devonta Freeman gets wrong. Defensive tackle +2 or +6. Malcolm Brown makes the play. Only a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. Freeman 7 carries, 37 yards. 4:30 to go in the 1st half. Michael is bringing in this right tackle 0-2. Well, Joe's left guard is a 4. I'm not sure what the idea is there, but it's a poor one. On 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you'll see the CM do that for you and you don't notice it.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. Off tackle left, Devonta Freeman at the 0. Guess wrong, 7 yards. That's not one of those postseason substitution situations I've spoken about before, Dennis. I haven't seen it.
I hope not.
I haven't really seen it this year. I was the only one that ever had that problem, so maybe Michael's having it too. 3rd and 1 for the Cowboys at the Tampa Bay 36. Big 3rd and 1. Tough to stop this team. And Joe's got good run blocking as well. He's got a 5 everywhere except for the center 6 and the left guard 4. Linebacker Matt Ryan, defense run keyed Devonta Freeman. And wise choice to go to Ryan there. Only a 1-yard gain. The left guard was only a 4. That's Brandon Fusco. And if he had gone to Freeman, it would have been no gain because with the linebacker in zone, it is left guard 4 or 0. Michael's been a linebacker since 66 to get the safety in linebacker that time. Short pass to Willie Snead. And it's a dump off for 5 yards. Maybe he's thinking, I don't know. Maybe he's thinking Freeman would go off tackle there. So Mosley was in the off tackle zone while the safety 5 was in linebacker. Or just didn't consider that perhaps. But if Mosley had been in the linebacker zone, he would have stayed in the zone. Instead, there was no linebackers there because the safety gets removed from the zone if you call it incorrectly. 2nd and 5 on the run key. 2nd and 5 for Dallas at the Tampa Bay 30 now. I believe that's correct on the rule. Short pass, Willie Snead, dump off, incomplete. 3rd and 5 for the Cowboys. Another big 3rd down. Michael would have to feel good about forcing the Cowboys into a field goal attempt here. And the variable is in play, of course. Joe goes 3 wide, 1 halfback. He has not run on 3rd and long. This is only 3rd and 5. Before it was 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 10. C.J. Mosley, inside linebacker 6, will certainly disincentivize you, discourage you from wanting to run inside. Unless you're trying to set up a 4th and short, which I don't think Joe is right here. Michael says maybe he can get a flat pass -4. How about that? Joe's been throwing short passes exclusively here in 3rd down in containment situations. Why wouldn't you with Matt Ryan's card and only 7s on the offensive line? Michael looking for that perfect call again. Short pass, Willie Snead, single coverage, but 4 men in zone, incomplete on the defense's card. And Michael gets a stop that he needed. And the Cowboys will try a 47-yard field goal. So negative variable is what Michael's hoping for here to keep it a 10-7 game. He does not get it. 2-10 on the regular range field goal. Makes it 13-7 Cowboys. 2-minute warning. Here's what Michael's failure to call the wrong defensive formation really hurts him. He's down to 1 timeout. But you still have 2 minutes to go and plays that can go out of bounds and things like that. But they like to have your timeouts. Kicker's 9 yards deep in the end zone. Erickson takes a knee. And the Bucs have it 1st and 10, their own 25. They trail 13-7 in this SOMIFA 28 quarterfinal. Nathan Baylor, Paul Mankiewicz, and Bradley Miller, right? Dennis, is Bradley Miller, right? Is New England?
Correct.
Okay. You are correct, sir.
Hey-o!
And Michael's got a 1st and 10 at his own 25. Fat Rob Kelly is still in there. No, that's the guy's nickname. I'm not trying to.
All right, I'm going to check out here. I'm home from work, so good luck to the guys. I'll watch your broadcast later.
Very well. Congratulations on the 89 championship.
Thanks, guys.
5-yard gain for Rob Kelly makes it 2nd down and 5. Bucs trail 13-7. 1:37 to go in the first half. I think you'll see another run here. Now, this could be a drive where you see an end run for Luck at some point because he's got a good column. And you expect the defense to call a short pass. Antonio Gates, Freeman there. Defender X or a short gain, complete for 14 yards at a 1st down to the future Hall of Famer, Bruce Irvin, the linebacker. Again, only 4.44 linebacker here for the Cowboys. Mike Wallace is covered by a 4 as well. The rest of the secondary is 5s. And Michael has it up at his own 44 now. Maybe an Andrew Luck end run left will be sprinkled in if Michael gets across midfield. He only gets 2 for the game. Luck 11 of 12, but only for 75 yards. Neither a touchdown nor an interception. Off tackle left to Rob Kelly. Running behind that 6 again. 7 is 3 yards. Kelly, a little chunky in that column, and not terrible, but a little chunky. He does have 7 units of short gain. 2 is plus 66, and 12 is a 22 yardage. You have 9 units of short gain or better. But you also have 13 units of 3 yards or worse, including, of course, the dreaded 5. So 23 units that are 4 yards or better. I don't know how that stacks up. It's not a terrible looking column. You can run with it. It's not a bad looking column. But you can't expect all that. Michael just called his last timeout, which might be a rookie mistake. If he gets down near the end and has to try to field goal and mismanages the situation. Michael's not a rookie, but he's maybe 2 years online and doing well to be in this playoff game and has made the playoffs in some of the leagues, such as SSFDL. 3 wide, 1 halfback. The Chronicles of Theo Riddick in the backfield. Flat best left to Robert Woods. Single coverage. Linebacker zone +1 or +5. A 5-yard gain. Woods fails to get out of bounds. 3rd down and 2. I think you'll see Michael just go hurry up here. You don't want to snap it and have to convert the 4th down. Hurry up offense. He's across midfield at the Dallas 48. Big drive here. Field goal gets him to 13-10. 3 wide, 1 halfback. He has to stay in this formation because he went hurry up. No shotgun. It's a mistake. I think he's doing an end run for the 3 wide. That'll be probably a mistake as well. Nickel 3-5. Off tackle left to Riddick. I don't like this call. Offensive onside guard, no gain. You just ran the clock down to risk a white die 1 on Theo Riddick against a nose tackle 5 with the blocking reduced. So now he's going to punt it on 4th and 2. Defense calls timeout. Perhaps to force the punt. And the punt is a coughing quarter, goes out of bounds inside the 10. So Joe's got it 1st and 10 at the 4, his own 4-yard line. 30 seconds to go. I think we'll see him take a knee here. But you never know. Yes, Matt Ryan takes a knee. And that'll run out to half. And it was a good first half. Cowboys lead the Buccaneers 13-7. Matt Ryan's been very effective, 11 of 24, 131 yards, mostly short passing. Freeman's been pretty decent in the run game, contributing. But Ryan threw an interception from his own 20 that was returned for a touchdown. Dallas was held to a couple of field goal attempts. Tampa Bay had one good drive, another decent drive. They moved the ball reasonably, but they got down close to the Dallas 10, maybe about the 12. Had to settle for a field goal, 2-10. It was blocked. So a lot of different things went on here. And we start the second half. Okay, here we go. Touchback on the kickoff. Joe's got it. Oh, up 13-3. So this is a big possession. And the opening possession of the third quarter is often important. Flat best right to Devonta Freeman. 3-yard gain. 3-yard gain. Usually some games you usually get about 10 to 12 possessions a game. Certainly 10 or 11. Some games you get only 8 or 9. I've seen games like that. A lot of ball control, a lot of running, or basically not a lot of incomplete passes. 2nd down and 7. for the Cowboys. Looking past Devonta Freeman, gets right, throwing at the 6. Defender -3, -1, incomplete. As it was looking past, there can be no loss of yardage. And it's a 3rd down and 7. So Michael's got another chance at a 3rd and long. He's had a hard time getting off the field here. And, of course, Ryan has that great short pass card. But he did get off the field there late in the first half. Maybe the middle of the second quarter or something like that. With a correct double team on 3rd and 7. Will Joe consider a flat pass? Because Michael has been using a linebacker double team. Is Michael aware of that? Let's see what happens here. Cat and mouse. Short pass, Dennis Pitta, straight double team. There it is. 13 yards on the first down. Right, wrong, and double team to Matt Ryan's card. Nothing Michael could have done then. There's even an X on the black die. So if he had free safety blitzed, for example, and it's not a good matchup for it, it still would not have helped him. Ryan, 13 of 23, $147. Interception gets right's only 2-3 on 11. Off tackle right to Freeman. Defense gets his pass. Defensive tackle +2 or +6. Malcolm Brown, the 5, could not make the play that time. 6-yard gain for Freeman. He's got 9 carries for 50 yards. And it's mostly been, solid positive yardage. He popped +10 on the defense on 8. Otherwise, it's been +6, +7, +4, +2. That sort of thing. Almost always running gets wrong. Flat pass right to Pitta. Picked off 2-3. And it's a 4 on the split. Picked off 2-3. The flat pass, it's a 4 on the split. And it's a 4-yard completion. Matt Ryan with the split completion on the interception gets right. He had such a great year in the NFL last year. I think he might have been the MVP. Was he MVP? No, maybe not. I don't know. I don't remember who was the MVP last year. Not the this year here with the Eagles beat Philly the year before. Matt Ryan might have been the MVP. 13-7, 1st and 10. Short pass, Michael Crabtree. Dump off's incomplete. Makes it a 2nd down and 10. As Bradley Miller joins us, Bradley's Patriots will travel to Dallas if the Cowboys win this game. So a little advanced scouting. And if the Buccaneers win, then Bradley will travel to, I think, San Diego to face half man, half Mankiewicz. 2nd and 10. And there's that right tackle 0 coming in. You got to watch that. You don't want him in there. And yet there he is. Joe ran at him last time. Michael might not be noticing it. 2nd and 10 for the Cowboys at the Tampa Bay 49. It's been a short pass fest, and the off tackles from Devonta Freeman sprinkled in for this Cowboy offense. Linebacker Devonta Freeman, offensive right guard +7 and +2. Brandon Brooks is a 5. White tie 6 could not make the play, and that was a big one. As now it sets up a 3rd and 8 for the Cowboys. They do lead, but it's only by 6 points. 13-7. Michael has just not been able to get off the field on 3rd and long with one exception. So let's see if he does it now. I'd like to see some aggressive doubling here. Drop the linebackers back. Joe has not shown an inclination to throw the flat pass. You're getting killed when you're doubling one here. This is a big spot in the game. I'll double with linebackers and the safety. See what you can do. Let's see what happens there. There's a flat pass to Freeman. Joe read it. Michael did what I said, and Joe read it and completed the pass for 7 yards, setting up a 4th and 1, though, in no man's land at the Tampa Bay 40. Normally you'd go for it here, and it looks like without hesitation, well, maybe with slight hesitation, Joe decides to go for it. Good job by Joe mixing it up to throw that flat pass there on 3rd and 8. White die 6 anyway. Michael would have been hurt no matter what he did. And Joe goes blocking back one halfback. That's been his offense on first, outside of 3rd and long. That's been his offense all game. It's a 4th and 1 at the Tampa Bay 40. Michael's got all those 5s in the front 7 and a 6 at middle linebacker. 5s in the secondary, except for the strong safety 4. Tyrann Mathieu, who does have an interception return for a touchdown. Flat pass left, Dennis Pitta gets right. Short gain, though, on the quarterback's card. 19-yard completion. Nothing Michael could have done then, except maybe double-team Pitta. And that would have been an 8-yard completion. That would have got me angry. So that's how I get mad about is when they get the flat pass right double team. Regarding double team completions, that gets me. I hate when they get a flat pass right double team, especially on like third and short, or certainly fourth and short, or a long pass double team on the quarterback's card. Those two things drive me crazy. Long pass to Michael Crabtree, double team correctly, incomplete. Second down and 10. We have not seen the long pass much from the Cowboys. They completed one early in the game to Willie Snead. And this time, Joe was looking in the end zone from the 21. He'll also through that ill-fitted long pass from the 18, maybe not knowing the rule, maybe clicking the wrong zone. And every second and 10, this right tackle zero is coming in for Tampa Bay, which I'm sure is not by design. I think the computer's doing it. Michael's not realizing it. Very unfortunate. Second and 10 for the Cowboys at the Tampa Bay 21. I have a feeling you'll see Freeman run it here. Off tackle right to Freeman. Defense gets his pass. 8 is 10 yards and a first down. Michael had blitzed to the other side where the right tackle zero was. Joe did a little misdirection, ran away from the zero. He does have 5s on his own right side, so he felt okay with that, although the tight end is a 0. Whereas when he runs left for the blocking back, Jay Parash's 5 comes into play on the offensive onside end. But right now, the Cowboys have first and 10 at the Tampa Bay 11. Lummock Devonta Freeman, 5 yards. Makes it second down and 5 from the Tampa Bay 6. And already, there's only 8:42 to go in the third quarter. Let's take a right to Freeman. Offensive onside tackle +3 or +0. And it's a 3-yard pickup behind Marcus Gilbert. And suddenly it's 3rd and 2 for the Cowboys at the Tampa Bay 3. Now, Michael said, can I get some kind of stop on this very play? Remember, Joe was down inside the 10 on his first possession of the game and very close. Down, I think, inside the 5 and threw a pass, guess wrong, for a touchdown from Ryan to Pitta. Now in this 3rd and 2, will that be in Michael's mind? Will Joe run it with Freeman? There was a run key of Freeman down there, I think, at that time. What if we get to 4th and 1? Will Joe go for it? Probably not. Kick the field goal to go up by more than to make it a 2-score game. Tight end formation for the offense. We haven't seen that before. Kobe Fleeter, the second tight end on my SOMIFA team. Short pass, Kobe Fleener gets correctly intercepted 2-6 or 12. Incomplete. Good thing Michael did not double team or run key. And then, of course, no dump off inside the 10. So that was helpful. And he forces Joe into the very short field goal attempt. It's up and good, the 20-yarder. So good goal line stand there by the Buccaneers. They still trail 16-7, but at 27, you would have felt like they were really up against it. Now the kick goes 8 yards into the end zone. They've usually got 9. Probably still a downing situation, but you never know. Guys try to pop that 2 sometimes. When the guy is a good one, I think Erickson has an 84-yarder or something like that, which I believe we saw in Michael's previous game. So now Tampa Bay needs to put a drive together. Preferably get the end zone with a touchdown, of course. But at the very least, put a drive to get some points. Base offense, off tackle left for Rob Kelly. 8 is only +1. You're seeing that 7 and 8 on the off tackle wrong, getting 3 yard and 1 yard. Not what he wants here. Kelly 11 carries for 40 yards, but he's running behind the offensive tackle 6, and at the defensive tackle 4, who is the worst lineman on this Cowboy defensive line against the run. He's not too good against the pass either. He's a 4-0. 2nd and 9 for the Bucs. So he's the worst lineman, period. I'm sorry to Tyler Davison, but that's the way it is. Complain to Stratomatic. 2nd and 9. Buccaneers at their own 26. Blocking back 1 halfback. Michael's had success moving the ball. Not as much as Dallas, but he's had the success. The flat passing, the off tackles. So let's see if he stays with it. There you go. Off tackle left to carry. Something good should happen eventually, but not this time. Blocking back +1 or -1. Antonio Gates blocking 0 in the backfield. And Michael has two carries go for a net gain of 0. Guessed wrong to start this drive. That's not what you want. And suddenly faces a 3rd down and 10. 3 wide, 1 halfback shotgun formation. The Chronicles of Theo Riddick in the backfield. And Michael's converted a couple of these. You do have Andrew Luck here. Michael's pass blocking not the best, all 5s. You could see some heavy blitzing here because you've got a 10 and an 8 outside linebacker, a 10 outside linebacker, 8 inside linebacker. And for the 3-4, both of their ratings can come up. Short pass to Jordan Matthews. No pass rush on, but the double team is on. It's a dump off complete for 6 yards from Luck to Robert Woods. And there's a 4th and 4 for the Bucs at their own 31. They'll probably punt it here. Andrew Luck having a weird statistical game, 13 to 14 for 96 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions, 86 yards. And it's a poor punt, only 32 yards. And it does take a Buccaneer bounce and travels an extra 9 yards. And the Bucs will now have to stop Dallas. The Cowboys have it 1st and 10 at their own 28, 5:24 to go in the 3rd quarter. 16-7 lead for the number 1 seed. And let's see if he runs it more. The team threw the ball a lot in the regular season. I think he'll continue throwing it because he has Matt Ryan, who's really damn good. But there'll maybe be a few more runs sprinkled in or some flat passes sprinkled in. Off tackle right to Freeman gets wrong. Offensive onside tackle +8 or +3. Gilbert makes the block that time. And Freeman's up to 78 yards and 14 carries. We saw Joe going with a little more flat pass last possession. That time Michael moved his middle linebacker 6 out to the left flat to flood that zone. But Joe kept it on the ground. 2nd and 2 for the Cowboys. Off tackle left to Freeman. Defensive tackle +1 and +7. That time the 5 was in there. And he made the play, 5 and 5, 1 yard gain. Makes it a 3rd down and 1 for Dallas at their own 37. Can Michael get some kind of magical 3rd and 1 stop here? Well, they happen regularly. Get that flat pass right and complete. Maybe a linebacker with Matt Ryan here, perhaps. Don't think we'll see it. You might see a run key. It's possible. You get run key for the flats. Flat pass gets wrong to this Pitta. Receiver 9, incomplete. The only thing on Pitta's entire card that was incomplete was 9. And Matt Ryan's card, everything's complete as well. The interceptions with his 2 or 12 or +4. So Joe the Hammer now is to punt it. The flat pass wrong to Pitta. Receiver gets wrong, incomplete. The booming punt goes 60 yards. It bounces into the end zone for his own 37. Interesting. So touchback. Joe is angry about that result. The old quick punt. And you got 1st and 10 for the Bucs at their own 20. 3:36 to go in the 3rd quarter. They finally held the Cowboys to a scoreless drive there. But now he's got to march the length of the field and put some points on the board. Short pass Jordan Matthews. Freeman there. Must run for Andrew Luck. 13 yards in the 1st down. Luck's got a fine must-run column this year. 2 to 8, 6 yards or more. 2 to 5, 13 or more. 2 to 9, 4 or more. And that was Andrew's first carry of the day. 13 yards in the 1st down. And the Bucs have it at their own 33. Rob Kelly possibly getting a little low on fatigue carries. He's got 5 remaining. I like what Michael wrote in Theo Riddick earlier and ran him in 1st down. Linebacker Rob Kelly gets wrong. He's better column here. The defense is better. Offensive right guard +7 and +2. Only a 2-yard gain. Jeff Allen the 0. Offensive tackle and right end. The only places for good blocking really on this offensive line for the Buccaneers. Right end, of course, I mean tight end from the regular formation. 2nd and 8. Michael goes 3 wide. Let's hope he doesn't run it with Rob Kelly and have another misadventure. You can sprinkle in Theo Riddick on the only downs and run some off tackle left. I think Joe's going to give that to you. Flat pass left to Kelly. Defense gets his pass. Only one linebacker there who's a 4. Kelly's not a great receiver, but it's a 6-yard completion on Luck's card, who's been nothing if accurate today. It has been nothing really except for that. It's 14 and 15 for only 92 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Michael's been wisely hitting the flats. 3rd and 2 because this team just goes 4-4-4 across the flat pass zone. And they play a 4-3. 3rd down and 2 for the Bucs. Michael determining what formation he wants to go with. Flat pass left to Kelly. Defense gets the pass. Only one linebacker there. And there's another 6-yard completion, the same exact roll, 6 on Luck's card. And it's a new set of downs for the Bucs up there on 47. 1:12 to go in the 3rd quarter. They trail 16-7. They have to get points on this drive. It's simply an imperative. I mean, the game's not over if they don't, but it doesn't look good. Unless perhaps they get a turnover. Hey, you could punt it if the guy fumbles the punt. Great. But don't want to go relying on having to get a turnover, right? Justin Forsett checks into the game. Well, you know he's not going to call a run now. If the offensive coach, you might not want to call a run either. Maybe it's time for a tricky end run with Andrew Luck. With Justin Forsett's horrible rushing call of the game. Defense shows blitz. Now, if he brings a safety and a couple of linebackers, he can get something going here against his team. Flat pass right, Jordan Matthews. Defense blitz the safety and double team with an outside linebacker. But Michael gets a 7-yard gain on Andrew Luck's card. It was a flat pass to Jordan Matthews, setting up 2nd down and 3. 36 seconds to go. Luck is 16 of 17, 105. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Rob Kelly in the game. So looking past Antonio Gates. Defense blitzing 1. The free safety 5 moves up. Gates is a pretty good receiving card. White die 6, 9 yards and a 1st down. So the 4th quarter begins here. And Tampa Bay has it at the Dallas 37. They trail 16-7. This is a good spot to bring in Riddick. Bring some Forsett. I think Riddick's running card might be a little better, but I'm not certain. Plus, Riddick's passing makes him a threat for Dallas to deal with. So let's see if he runs it with Forsett, or maybe he does an end run with Luck. Don't think you're going to see a run call here from Joe. I'll take a right to Forsett. Did not run behind the good blocking. That's a 4-yard gain on Forsett's card. This card, talked about Kelly's card. This card, 3, 7, 12. 19 units of 3 yards or worse. So guess wrong. More than half the card is 3 yards or worse. I know Riddick's not that good either. But I think he might be slightly better than this. 2 units of short gain or better. 2nd and 6 for the Bucs with Forsett in there. The defense shows blitz again. Looking past Antonio Gates, throwing at the 4. This time Joe blitzes the safety. Receiver gets right, incomplete. This is not the greatest pass rush in the world, and all he's done so far is blitz the safety. So Michael might be willing to challenge downfield if he gets that look from Joe. Again, here in the 4th quarter, particularly with Michael trailing, and he could really use a big play, like a sniper scope. And Andrew Luck has a pretty good long pass right card. Long pass card in general, but the interceptions are an issue. With nobody out there, they're less of an issue. And now Riddick checks in the game. 3rd down and 6 for Tampa Bay at the Dallas 33. Tampa Bay stays block back on halfback. Everyone knows they might be trying to get into the. Yeah, this Riddick card looks better than the other one. Unless Riddick is unfatigued in the first half. Looks better than Forsett's card. Plus the great receiving. Looking past Mike Wallace. Defense gets the pass. Linebacker 4 is there. Michael needs to get at least a couple of yards here. Short gain completion of Luck's card. 17 yards and a 1st down on the quick slant to Mike Wallace. And the Buccaneers have a 1st down at the Dallas 16-yard line. Tampa Bay trails 16-7, 13:30 to go in the game. Winner moves on, loser goes home. Block back on halfback, Justin Forsett again. I want to see Riddick in there. Perfect time for them run for Andrew Luck. Shaw can't get to the touchdown or inside the 10. Not only inside the 10, but inside the 5. Short pass Jordan Matthews. Defense puts his 1. Foreman there. Dump off complete for 9 yards. Tampa Bay's got it at Dallas 7. 2nd and 1. Buccaneers thinking touchdown now. And if they can get it, well, a 16-14 ball game. And as long as they can keep Dallas out of the end zone, they'll be alive with a chance to take the lead. Somewhere in this fourth quarter, Rob Kelly back in there, 2nd and 1. Michael's been conservative, wanting to avoid the turnovers. Will he risk a short pass here, thinking touchdown or nothing? Or will he safely try to run Rob Kelly inside? Although he's been running it a lot, and he's worried that Joe will guess run. Linebacker Rob Kelly. Joe does call a run. Then inside linebacker's a 5. 5-yard gain, and Kelly's caught on a 3. 1st and goal for the Buccaneers down at the Dallas 2-yard line. See if Michael goes full house. The formation of choice for Benny. Coaches and Strat down this close to the end zone. 1st and goal from the 2. The deal of Theo Riddick, who could come in. Good receiving back as well. The defense something to think about. Give you a choice, but Michael stays blocking back 1 halfback. You don't get that blocking bump. 5-5-4 would be up front. Defense shows blitz. See if Michael risks a pass here. I think it might not be a bad call. Short pass Jordan Matthews gets wrong. There are 4 men there. Intercepted on the defense. Oh, Nelly. Oh, my stars and garters. Byron Maxwell will be the defensive MVP of this game. And he just intercepted the pass in the end zone, breaking Michael Reeves' heart. As had a chance to make it a 16-14 game. A guessed wrong short pass from the 2. Nothing wrong with the call. Picked off in the 4-man column of the defense. And it's going to be very tough for Michael to come back from that. But we do have a 3rd and 7 now. As Matt Ryan had to scramble and did not get anywhere. Statistically, that's a sack for C.J. Mosley. And it's a 3rd and 7 for the Cowboys. The Tampa Bay defense has done better since about the middle of the 2nd quarter against this Dallas passing game led by Matt Ryan and in these 3rd down situations. Now, last time, Joe threw a flat pass and Michael was double-teamed with linebackers and gave up 7 yards. But before that, Joe had been throwing exclusively short passes. So let's see what happens now, the old cat and mouse. Michael will certainly double with that safety. The question is he going to double with linebackers as well? And on offense, is Joe going to do a short pass with Ryan, or is he going to throw flat? Joe might have a little bit of cold feet from that pick 6 Ryan threw on a short pass in the 1st quarter. He's up 16-7. He may feel like that's one of the only things that can beat him. Michael's offense has been methodical. Flat pass left to Vonda Freeman. Defender -1 and +4, a loss of 1. Michael left the linebackers home and double teamed with the free safety. Good move there. And the 5 linebacker forces a loss of 1. And Joe has to punt it, 4th and 8. It's a 45-yard punt. Michael could use a good return, but it takes a bounce in favor of the Cowboys, a further 9 yards. So Michael's down 16-7. 1st and 10 from his own 24. 10 minutes to go in the game. Rob Kelly in there with low attempts. Only, I think, maybe 3 unfatigued left. Yep, he does have some big runs on his own card. Flat pass left to Kelly. Defense gets his pass. Receiver complete for 2 yards. Strat doesn't allow you to go hurry up here. Really? Maybe they should. 2nd down and 8. So someone could produce a hurry up chart for when you could do a little earlier in the game. Off tackle left to Rob Kelly. Dreaded 5 gets wrong. Kelly just cannot get any good numbers here today. It's a 3rd down. He had 15 carries, 46 yards. A lot of that gets wrong. And it's 3rd and 8 for the Bucs. A big 3rd down. Can Andrew Luck come through for them here? Blocking back, 1 halfback against nickel 3-3-5. Interesting. Michael might decide to run it here. Try to make a makeable 4th down. Instead of throwing it at 3rd and 8, maybe try to get it down to 4th and 2, 3, or 4, and maybe even get a conversion. Who knows? If he runs, will it be a line buck? Looking past Antonio Gates, double team by the safety, incomplete. Would have been a 1st down on the run, but I couldn't say I advised running there. And Michael's got a choice to make. Down 16-7 from his own 26. 8:42 to go. He's down 2 scores. What do I do? Looks like he's going to go for it. Okay. Probably the right call. You punted it, but the game is basically over. And if you don't convert this, you have to hold into a field goal, and technically you're still alive. 4th down and 8 for Tampa Bay at their own 26. Only 8:42 to go. 3 wide, 1 halfback. Theoretic in there. We saw a double-double from Joe the Hammer on 3rd down. Now any extra double teaming beyond a single double team will have to come from linebackers. Short pass Robert Woods. Single coverage. 4 men there. He's covered by a 4. Can Michael get this completion here and keep the game going? Keep the drive alive. Receiver gets right. 11 yards and a 1st down from Andrew Luck to Robert Woods. And it's a 1st and 10 for Tampa Bay at their own 37. 8:06 to go. Three wide, 1 halfback. Long pass to Robert Woods, covered by a 4. Safety to 5. Long gain gets right on Andrew Luck's card. 49 yards from Luck to Woods. If Michael realizes the clock ticking, I got to take some shots down the field. That might have been his first one of the game, and it's a long gain, 49-yarder. And the Bucs are at the Dallas 29, and now there's 7.5 minutes left. The clock does not seem quite as much against you when you get a 49-yard completion. And Michael's got another chance to pull within 1 score. Again, he's going to want the touchdown. Look at best Antonio Gates. Stevens gets his pass, 7-yard completion. Luck's been sharp with the flat passing all game. 23 of 27, up to 194 yards now. No touchdowns, and that 1 huge interception in the Dallas end zone. And the Buccaneers have been right there with this Cowboy team from scrimmage, but the scoreboard says differently. But let's see if they can get a score here. If he has to, he will settle for the field goal. It may turn it into a 1-score game, which he has to turn into a 1-score game. But maybe if you get 4th and goal from the 1, maybe you'd go for it then. I don't know. Blocking back 1 halfback, 2nd and 3. I think you're going to see a run with Kelly or a flat pass here. Off tackle left to Kelly, running behind that 6. Michael needs a short gain or something good in Kelly's card. Defensive end, -1 or +5. It's a loss of 1. Michael says, what's going on out there? Can you get like a 3-yard run there with Kelly? Come on. Kelly's having a rough day running us wrong almost exclusively now. 3rd and 4 for the Buccaneers, the Dallas 23, and that play took more time off the clock. Mike Daniels with the stop. The defensive end from the NFL's Green Bay Packers. I'm getting stoked for the new ratings. It's still 4.5 months away. We'll tackle draw for Kelly this time. Michael staying with it. Again, are you kidding me? Again, he gets defensive end -1 or +5. That's got a... I think Michael just hurt his toe kicking something. Kicking the radiator of the wall. Vinatieri on for the field goal. It's up and good, and Tampa Bay is still in it. They're down 16-10, but this guy's working out from here, and he's just not getting anything in the running game, and even though it's been guessed wrong behind a tackle 6 out of defensive tackle 4 for most of the second half. The kick goes 3 yards into the end zone. Jalen Richard, considering returning it, takes a knee. We have a 16-10 ball game, 5:24 to go in this SOMIFA 28 quarterfinal. Nathan Baylor, Paul Mankiewicz, Bradley Miller await the victors in your SOMIFA 28 semifinals in the inaugural season of this 2018 league. Short pass to Willie Steen gets wrong. Receiver gets wrong, incomplete. Michael says, well, fine. I can't get anything either, gets wrong. So I don't have any sympathy for you. Remember, Joe missed that like 3rd and 2. Flat pass gets wrong to Dennis Pitta, receiver 9, the only thing that was incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Cowboys at their own 25. So Matt Ryan caught is so good. Short pass, Willie Steen, defense gets his pass. Receiver gets right, 10 yards and a first down. Cowboys up to their own 35. So hard to stop this offense. So hard to stop Matt Ryan, really. Michael's done an admirable job for the middle of the second quarter, but how long can he keep it up? There's 4.5 minutes going. 4.5 minutes remaining. He's got to do it at least one more time here. Got to stop this team. Cannot allow any points now. Looking fast to Pitta. Defense gets his pass. Defender +2 or +5, a 5-yard gain. The Honey Badgers only a 4. The White Dyes a 6. We have not seen much double teaming of Dennis Pitta. Michael's been mostly bringing the safety up and occasionally double teaming the receivers. And sometimes bringing the safety into the flat, but we haven't seen the double teaming on Pitta, who's covered by 4. Short pass Willie Steen. It was a run key. Guessed wrong. 13 yards at a first down. Pitta's got 8 receptions now. That one was not to Pitta. As Dallas crosses midfield, they're at the Tampa Bay 47. 3:18 to go. Cowboys, they get a score here. This game is basically over. Off tackle right to Devonta Freeman. Defensive tackle +2 or +6. It's a 2-yard gain. Creates a 2nd down and 8. I'm going to have to go right after the game, so my apologies to Michael. I can't do a post game, but I have some texts I have to answer regarding some home health aid situations. There's a short pass, guess right, complete for 14 yards and a first down to who else? Dennis Pitta, 9 carries, 97 yards. Tampa Bay calls a defensive timeout. Dallas has it 1st and 10 to Tampa Bay 31. The odds are looking like slim and none. Linebacker Devonta Freeman, 4-yard gain. Slim and none for the Buccaneers to make a comeback here. He's got to stop Joe from getting another first down, force a field goal try. It's going to be a missed field goal. And even now, Joe's down to Tampa Bay 27. So you're not likely to get any type of variable that's going to help you. And it's 2 to 10 from this range. And in for Boswell. Michael missed one of those, though. Linebacker Devonta Freeman gets wrong 5 yards. This will run down to the 2-minute warning. No need to call timeout there. Michael Wisely does not. 3rd and 1 for Dallas at the Tampa Bay 22. 2 minutes to go. They lead 16-10. Linebacker Devonta Freeman, defense gets his run 3 yards and a first down, and that'll probably be the ball game. Tampa Bay will call the last timeout. Now, theoretically, I think Joe could take 3 knees and probably still needs to kick a field goal. You're going to get down to 107. You're going to get down to... he might be able to run the clock out here. I don't think so. I think there'll be a few seconds left, and he'll probably try a field goal there. He runs a regular play there, and does not take a knee. Linebacker Devonta Freeman, no gain. And the clock is down to 107. There's a 45-second clock, so this one should get down to 22 seconds. So, yeah, he'd probably just be able to take a knee twice more and win the game. I have to work on my clock timing there. Off tackle right to Freeman, loses a yard. Clock down to 22 seconds. Maybe I could have run the clock in that playoff game I lost last year. Maybe I really blew it bad. I gotta find that and check it out. I did blow it bad, but I wonder if I blew even worse than I thought I had. 3rd and 11 now. This will be it. Joe will take a knee here. He'll come away with a hard-fought 16-10 victory. Too much Matt Ryan. Michael did everything he could. Both guys coach well. Michael could not get the runs with Rob Kelly gets wrong. Andrew Luck threw a big interception into the end zone in the second half. And that was that. And that'll do it. 16-10 Cowboys. Joe Hamrahi with the victory. Congratulations to Joe. Michael did a good job with this team, 11-5. Inaugural season, which he drafted them for. And made the playoffs, won a playoff game against a fine coach in Mick Bouchon in the wild card round. And unfortunately for Michael, Andrew Luck is injured. So next year might be a good time to take a year off. We'll see. And then maybe come back, but who knows? Michael likes to be competitive when he can. And for Joe the Hammer, he moves on to the semifinals. And it's going to be Joe hosting Bradley Miller's New England Patriots, 12-4. Joe's the 1-2, 14-2. And a couple of veterans well known to all of us. Nathan Baylor's Rams, 12-3-1, travel just a short ride down the coast to San Diego to take on half-man, half-Mankiewicz, Paul Mankiewicz, 13-3. So we're going to have an interesting semifinals there. Hopefully I can call those games. If not, hopefully Dennis can. Congratulations to the coaches about tonight. I really need to run. I hate to call and run, but I need to. I'll see you next time. This is Tom. Have a great day. Bye-bye.